Samantha Volk, and this is my persuasive speech. My purpose is to persuade you the effects of abortion. How would you feel if someone took away your ability to live? Abortion is the deliberate and direct killing of a human being in the initial phase of his or her existence, at any time from conception to birth. Imagine not having any say in whether or not you want to have a life. If a woman decides to abort her baby, they can't do anything about their life being taken away from them. Their whole future is demolished. I believe abortion is wrong, and that is why I'm going to share some effects of an abortion. There are many consequences of having an abortion. Women commonly report that the abortion procedure affected them more than they expected. Women often suffer terrible guilt and grief, and the psychological damage often lasts a lifetime. Many women are physically damaged and cannot have children again. Women who have had an abortion are more likely to have substance abuse problems than women who are pregnant or who have given birth to their child. However, substance abuse enables women to forget, to feel better, or even just to function. Many who have had an abortion have emptiness in their lives that they are trying to fill. This puts them at an increased risk for substance abuse. A woman inclined towards substance abuse might consider alternatives closely before making her decision. Another fact about the risk of abortion as a woman is increased of getting breast cancer. Pregnancies carried through completion lower the risk of a woman getting breast cancer more than if she had never gotten pregnant. Pregnancies terminated by an abortion not only lose that benefit, the psychological change in their body due to termination can be devastating. The termination of a pregnancy causes a significant drop in the level of estrogen secreted in a woman's body. This drop causes a rapid growth in the number of cells in the breast tissue. The cell multiplication greatly increases the risk of getting breast cancer. According to the United States National Cancer Institute, women who have had an induced abortion have a 50% risk of getting breast cancer by the age of 45. The risk is higher for women who have had an abortion before the age of 18. Some women die in the process, and the baby always dies. Symptoms tend to fall in a number of general areas: denial and repression of emotions, avoidance patterns which can lead to isolation, emotional numbness, violation or aggression towards themselves or others, psychosomatic symptoms, bodily signs of continuing stress, sleep problems, insomnia, nightmares, and hearing a baby crying, back pain, abdominal cramps and skin irritations, sexual difficulties, cervical pain, eating disorders, excessive weight gain or loss, anorexia or bulimia, trouble with relationships and intimacy in general, self-punishing and self-degrading behaviors, preoccupation with the abortion child resulting in anniversary reactions, stress, tension, etc. Many women suffer from depression, turn to drugs or alcohol, and having recurring thoughts of suicide. Trauma because an unborn baby has been destroyed. There is no doubt that a psychological price is paid. The trauma may sink into the women's unconsciousness, but it is not harmless and casual. Not only that, but research has shown the negative effect the abortion had had on the behavior of children of mothers who had abortions. Once you are pregnant, there is already life. The opposing sides believes that in the first few weeks of pregnancy, there is no human life, which is incorrect. The baby begins life in the first week. Another reason people support abortion rights is for certain occasions such as rape, teen pregnancy, or a sickness the mother may have. The pro-choice believes this is due to the fact of not harming the baby from your sickness. But abortion is wrong, and they could always choose adoption if they do not want the baby. Here are some reasons why pro-choice favor abortion. Laws against abortion do not stop abortion, they simply make it less safe. If people want to stop abortion, they should turn to methods that do work. These include comprehensive sex education and safe, affordable contraceptives. Reproduction restrictions do not end with abortion. Women who are raped or victims of incest should not be forced to carry out a pregnancy. Reproductive choice can be the only thing that stands between a woman and poverty. Reproductive choice can be the only thing that stands between a woman and death. Doctors, not governments, should always be the people to make medical recommendations and opinions. I believe abortion is wrong and it is killing another human being. Taking away someone's life when they do not have a say in anything is murder. Having an abortion does not leave you happy and healthy again. There are many problems associated with abortion, and to me that is a reason to not abort an innocent human being. If your pregnancy was not planned, there is always adoption. I think choosing adoption is both healthier and happier than abortion. Lastly, I would like to share a story about a girl who had had an abortion. When I was 18 and in college, I wanted so badly to be in love. I met a guy online and we started dating. Not once did pregnancy even cross my mind. I was completely naive. I got pregnant in March 2003 and my due date was December 26th. I had to quit school and move back home with my parents. My dad had lost his job and I wasn't working at the time. I don't remember much about it at all, as I have blocked much of it out, but my mom convinced me that this was my only option. I knew that she wasn't doing it to be mean, but out of fear for me. I didn't know what I was going to do with a baby. I was young and without a job. I broke up with the guy because he had been into drugs prior to me and I had many complications early on in the pregnancy. The doctors told me they didn't think I'd be able to carry to full term, and if I did, I also would be risking my own life. In May 2003, I had an abortion and I have lived with that every day of my life. I'm now 30 and married, but haven't been able to conceive. The doctors say I have PCOS, but I cannot help but blame myself, and I think that somehow it's my fault. I can't have a baby now that I had my chance and I gave it up. It's so hard. I know God forgives me, but it's so much harder to forgive yourself for something you never agreed with it in the first place. I still feel grief all these years later, even though the girl thought an abortion was the right thing to do for her and the baby, it wasn't. It caused her a lot of guilt and pain. My conclusion is abortion has many harmful effects. Women suffer guilt and some cannot even have children again. The pro-choice believe that abortion is not wrong and in the first few weeks there is no human life. But there is human life in the first weeks, and aborting a baby is murder. The outcome I want from my audience is to persuade them that the abortion does not leave you harm-free. To me, it looks like it causes you more problems to a human than you would have before abortion. I want my audience to take with you that abortion is killing an innocent human being. It is wrong and is not the only choice to choose from. There's always adoption, and even though there are still effects from abortion, it is not the same effects as from adoption.